Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through today and joining us here today. Who was with us last night? Did any of you get to see last night? Sure, wasn't it a fantastic evening? Hey, love Tell All Tuesday. What a great evening. Welcome to all of you who've tuned in live today. I hope you were watching us last night as well. Very, very exciting times here at DuePoint. And today, I'm going to spend the next 45 minutes with you talking about what we do at DuePoint. You can see where we get some of the excitement that we have at DuePoint and the energy and what we're actually doing in the South African context with this business. DuePoint, to start with, is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. You can find us on the JSE under Conduit Capital. You can also look us up at the FSB's website under, we got an old slide up from last night, FSB's website under that FSP number over there, 31111. You'll find us there. Somebody called me the other day and said, I've called the FSB and they'd never heard of DuePoint. No, they won't. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company. If you call the FSB, ask for Constantia Insurance Company, and there's the license number over there. You can, of course, also afterwards take a look at all of our licenses. They're on display and our associations next to the front door, so you can get some confidence in who you're dealing with. We are, in fact, a nearly 7-decade-old insurance company, first founded in 1952. So this isn't a startup. The division is relatively new, but the company itself is very well established in the financial services space here in South Africa. This is the team. The team here has been put together to specifically work with you in the task that you will do with us here at DuePoint. We've got all the accreditations, chartered accountants, banking sector, marketing, selling. We've got them all. The skills are all here. But what we hope to show you is that this is a homegrown South African company, that we are right here Monday through Saturday. You can find us. You can pick up the phone and call us. We have a client service team. You're not dealing with some kind of strange foreign entity that you're never quite sure where they are and who they are. With us at DuePoint, you're always going to know exactly who we are, and you're going to get to know us very well here at DuePoint. So, what is it that we do? Well, we've got two objectives. The primary objective at DuePoint, the reason why we were founded, was to put in the hands of South Africans a tool that they can use and control to create for themselves a recurring, reliable, and stable income. So I'm going to test you on that a little bit later, because you're going to have forgotten. You're going to think we sell financial services products here. Yes, we do, but the primary objective of this business is to create income for South Africans. We could sell our financial services products, remember, through any one of our other divisions. We've got UMAs, we've got divisions, we've got brokers, we've got all sorts of stuff where these products are naturally being sold. This division, DuePoint's division's objective, is to put income in the hands of South Africans. Our hope is that when we do that, if we can put you in a position of control over your income, then you can start fixing the things that are taking and hurting and ripping apart your current financial circumstances. The main one, of course, is debt. I don't have to sing the debt song to you. You all know it very well. We're all professionals, professional debtors here at DuePoint. And in South Africa, are we not? We have invented ways to borrow money, ways you can't borrow money the way we borrow money in South Africa anywhere else in the world. I mean, you can't go to America and borrow to buy food at a grocery store. But you can here. You walk into Pick and Pay, you can get your groceries on credit. That means that you're going to be paying for that food for the next 6 months. You will have eaten it in 5 minutes, and you'll pay for it for 6 months. We have invented, and it is a poison in our personal financial space. It poisons and cripples us. And it means that we never quite get ahead. We never quite get on top of our expenditure, of our debt, of everything, and we reach the end of our lives, and we are in a deficit position. We're in negative, and we hand that negative number over to our children. There is this gap. There is a clear gap between what we earn and what we need. And we're hoping that this tool of income that we can create is going to fill that gap for you. You don't quit your jobs here at DuePoint. That would then make the gap worse. We don't want to make the gap worse. No. We want to give you a tool that you can use to bridge that gap instead of using debt. That's what we do here. And it gives you control again in your finances. And we hope even some aspiration again in your personal finances. The secondary objective that we have at DuePoint, folks, is we want to create a new kind of financial services company, one that connects our customers to the heart of our business on a 24-hour basis. Using technology, we communicate with you, we educate you, and we open a window for you into this financial services space so that you can start seeing it in a completely different light. With those two objectives together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. Now, the DuePoint system is very simple. It allows you, as an individual, to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you have one task, not selling, marketing, advertising, or advising, none of those. You have one task, the task of simply connecting individuals to DuePoint. As you connect people to us, you create market penetration for us, distribution channels that we can come and distribute our products into. And when we do that, we create revenue. And when we create revenue, we create that recurring extra income for you. This is not here today, gone tomorrow money. We don't deal in products here. You don't have to fill your boot and drive around to your friends and try and sell things to them, because what that does is it means you've got income on one day and no income on the next, because the next day you couldn't sell. You were busy, you were sick, you were on holiday, whatever. That's not what we do. At DuePoint, the cornerstone, the foundational piece of our system is that we use financial services products. Financial services products run on debit order systems. They are products you can have until your last breath, and it means no matter what your circumstances are, in any given month, those debit orders are going to run. And when they run, you earn your income. Very different from having to convince people to buy your product every single month. Now, what we have layered that with in our system is the ability for you to duplicate yourself. We don't want you working just by yourselves. Again, something you have to do if you're selling something. We don't do that. Here you're able to create teams. Teams we call channels. Channels of distribution. There's a whole bunch of people that you can bring in and leverage their time and skills and energy in building greater distribution for us through your channel. And as you do that, you create channels that create income for you every hour of the day. Some people work at night, some people work in the mornings. If you can put them all into your team, suddenly you've got a channel that's producing income even while you're sleeping at night. Folks, this is not an employment opportunity. Please don't tell people we're hiring or recruiting or sponsoring. We don't. All we do is we put a tool in your hands. That's all it is. And you get to choose independently of us when and how much you're going to use that tool. Completely up to you. Folks, there is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. None at all. We have designed the system to prevent financial loss for you, which means that there's no startup cost, there's no monthly fee, there's no starter kits you have to buy, there are no application form fees, there are no fees whatsoever for being part of the DuePoint system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer in our system. And so today is not a risk decision for you. In addition, because you're not selling, you're not brokers, you're not representatives, you're not intermediaries, you're not advisors or advertisers, it means that everybody can be a member of DuePoint, can be a wealth engineer here. You are building real assets, though, and that's something that often you'll see people say on Facebook, come and build an asset, and da-da-da-da. But when you don't have recurring income, you don't have an asset. Here, because these channels you will produce will create an income that's there every month, reliably and stably, it means that you can price it. And when you can price your channel, you can sell it, you can transfer it, and one day it's going to be left to your children. One of our hopes here at DuePoint is to create generational legacy. Again, something that does not exist in South Africa. You didn't receive anything from your parents, and it's unlikely you will leave anything to your children. Our hope is that you will create channels that you can leave to your children. And they can then build those channels further and leave them to their children. This is how the truly wealthy in the world have made themselves wealthy, because they've taken their businesses and they've handed them over 2, 3, 4 generations. That's how you do it. And we're hoping here with DuePoint system, we'll be able to create that generational legacy as you transfer your channels over to your children as you pass away. Folks, this is a system of complete convenience for you. All the things that you hate about selling and marketing and network marketing, we've eliminated in our system. There is no selling. I told you that already. There's no presenting. We do all the presenting. There's no products. You don't have to buy and stock and drive around with any of these things. We have removed all the things that cause people embarrassment and push them away from these kind of models. Your task, the task you are left with, is simply to connect people to us. How do you connect people to us? Well, there's only 4 ways. The first way is by purchasing one of our USB sticks at our information counter. It's 170 Rand. It's got the presentation on it with a bunch of other starter stuff that you can use. You plug it into your TV screen or your computer or laptop, and there we are doing the presentation wherever you are any time of the day. The second way is, of course, you can bring people here Monday through Saturday, night times, lunch times, mornings. We do presentations of the DuePoint system for you. If you can bring people here, we'll present to them. The third way is, and the most important way of connecting people to DuePoint, is through our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, you search DuePoint channel, and up comes every single presentation we've ever done. You can select your favorite ones, and any time of the day, anywhere in the country, you can click a button, just click play, and there we are doing the presentation to you. One of the ladies last night said to me, I've got my laptop here, I need to download tonight's presentation. I said, no, you don't. She said, but I live in Krugersdorp and I live in Rustenburg. I said, don't worry about it. You'll find the internet's also in Rustenburg. All you have to do, YouTube, DuePoint channel, play. Anywhere in the country, any time of the day, you're one button away from watching any one of our presentations. You never have to worry about it. And then the fourth way of presenting the DuePoint system is through our live broadcasts. Every one of the presentations we do, we broadcast live across the country. Again, you've got a screen and an internet connection, whether it's a TV, a phone, an iPad, or a computer. You click a button, and you are live in the room with us as we do the presentations at work, in a coffee shop, at home, at church, wherever you are. The presentation's live, and you can gather people around and watch us in full HD surround sound, as many hundreds of people did last night for our Tell All Tuesday presentation around the country. All right, as you do that, as you connect people to us, some of them are going to catch the vision of what we're doing here. And when they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. They go out, they do the same thing. They connect people to us. Some catch the vision, become wealth engineers, and again, we connect them to you. We continue to do this over time. And that's one of the things it's going to take is time. As you do this over time, your channel is going to spread out around the country. It is absolutely fantastic. This picture with lots of dots on it is not creative. They actually end up looking like this. Your channels actually end up looking like this. Organic distribution around the country. I can actually show it for you. I can print it out for you, and you will see that your channel looks like this. Now, this is a new leg of distribution for us as DuePoint Constantia. We can come along now, not you. We can come along now, and we distribute our products into these channels. And of course, then your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a scheme. It's not a shape. It's not named after some British guy. I think his name was Ponzi. I don't know. It's not any of these things. We are a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. We are regulated. There are 150 pieces of legislation that govern us. The unfortunate truth about DuePoint is that this is not going to make you rich quickly. Although one of our wealth engineers argued with us about that last night. He said, if you can do this in 5 years, then this is a get-rich-quick scheme. No, folks. What you are promised most of the time is that you can be rich in 90 days. You know, you go to Facebook, 90 days of R1 million a month, 90 days. Folks, none of that exists. There's no such thing. Because this is genuine, because our intention and design is to create lifetime income, not income for just today, but income that will follow you for as long as you live. It's going to take time. That's the price that you pay at DuePoint is time. Well, I often say that what we do at DuePoint is we take time and we convert it to money. But if you don't put any time in, I've got nothing to convert into money. All right, it's going to take perseverance, determination, energy, and thought if you're going to build a life-changing channel with us here at DuePoint. This is how it works. If you are willing to do that, we reward you in two ways. The first way we reward you is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 every time somebody in your channel makes a payment, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment is made. So, for instance, you go out, you chat to some of your friends, they become wealth engineers, they pay for their product, and you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. You introduce them R55. Real money. Real money at R55. 21st century money. These folk go out, they talk to a few more of their friends. Some of them become wealth engineers, pay for their products. Not all of them. Many people are going to point fingers at you, laugh, jeer at you, especially your parents. Your parents are going to laugh at you the most. We love that. People go home after this, I've got to go show my dad. I've got to go show my dad. Run home, and dad laughs and goes, you fell for it. You got suckered into it. This is because you weren't able to explain it properly to him because you've only seen it once. Folks, if you've got the thick skin and you can carry on this growth in your channel, from your second point, people have introduced people again, you get R27.50 times 200%, R55. In this example, you've had a thick enough skin to last it for a few weeks, maybe with us. You've got a handful of people in your channel, and you are earning just under R1,000 a month. Very quickly you feel it. You're not rich overnight, but very quickly You feel the income coming in from the DuePoint system. Now you put more time and energy and effort in, and you earn on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point in your channel. However, from the 8th point onwards, there is no limit to your potential. We unlock your potential from that point forward. From the 8th point on, you will always earn 4% of 27 Rand 50, no matter how many points you have in your channel, as long as you qualified to earn on those points. You want to work out how to qualify to earn? Just watch our 6-minute YouTube video clip. It's so complicated, our system, it took me 6 minutes to explain the entire thing to you. Go to our YouTube channel, watch the video, you'll understand what I mean. But what you will know after you watch that video is that your potential is completely unlimited in the DuePoint system. Now, translating that into day-to-day money, well, it's quite difficult. Every one of you is going to grow at a different rate. Some of you are going to put lots of time in, some little. Some of you have got the circumstances where you can do more than others in. So it's different for all of you. But we wanted to give you some milestones, conservative, realistic milestones you can work towards. Some you'll achieve, some you'll miss. But the wonderful freedom about the DuePoint system is that there are no deadlines and there are no timelines in the system, which means you can take as much time as you like. You don't have to race anyone. Your only competitor is yourself in this system. So we came up with, after doing lots of data analysis over 2 decades of numbers, we came up with what we call the 3+2 growth rate. You've got to grow at some speed, okay? And Rob, the other presenter, often says the biggest club we have at DuePoint is the 0+0 club, okay? They come in, they do nothing. We can't help you. But if you can grow at 3+2, what does that mean? In your first month, you're responsible for putting 3 people in. And then every month thereafter, +2, you have to put 2 people in yourself personally on your first point. That's 1 person every 2 weeks. This is hardly an onerous task. We've been very delicate with you by saying, can you find 1 person every 14 days? Because if you can do that, well, then we can set the following milestones for you with all of our maths of lapse and cancellation rates and people not doing 3+2, etc., all built in. If you can do 3+2 for 6 months with us, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. You see, you're not rich yet. Facebook says you should be rich there, okay? You see, I can't do that in the real world. In the real world, we say after half a year, you could be on about 2,500 Rand a month reasonably. Now remember, you don't have to do 3+2. You could do 26 plus 26. Then, yes, you would be 2.5 over here somewhere, you know. But we're being reasonable and conservative. This is a good milestone to aim for. 2,500 Rand a month after 6 months, okay? If you could do 12 months with us, we reckon you'll be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year additional income flowing into your household after working hard and consistently with us for 12 months. You see, now already, we get there so quickly, I should spend more time on each month. Because by getting here quickly, everybody goes, I'm going to be there in 5 minutes. I'm going to be in 10,000 Rand by next month. No, folks, 12 months. That's January next year. So you can't come to any of the people who've invited you here today and say, no, this is not working. It's month 3 and I'm still on 500 Rand. Because you should be on 500 Rand by 3 months, okay? That is correct, you see. But that 500 Rand becomes 9,000 to 10,000 Rand 9 months later if you remain consistent in your effort and application of our system. All right. Now, if you can form that habit over a year, because remember they say 21 days to form a new habit, but if you can form a habit over a year, then doing a second year with us should be absolutely no problem, which actually is the truth. Most people who make it through the first year are going to definitely make it through the second year. And if you can continue to grow, +2, +2, +2, you got through Christmas, you did your +2 for Christmas too. Okay, you didn't take the whole month off. You found 2 people, all right? And then for New Year's Eve, or New Year month, January, you did your +2 as well, okay? Because remember, you can't stop if you're going to follow these milestones. And then you did your +2 all the way through the end of the second year. You can reasonably expect to be on, quite conservatively, 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 360,000 Rand a year that you have added. You still have your full-time job? Because this is hobby income. You take the tool, you convert that time that you were spending watching TV, going out, you convert that time into this income. 27,000 Rand. Now, most people don't ever get to that in their lifetime. Most people don't get to 30,000 Rand a month. We know, what's the average income in South Africa? 4,400 Rand. That means that the average person doesn't get there. 2 years from now. 2 years, not 2 months, not 2 weeks, not when your mom and dad laugh at you. No, it's 2 years of perseverance and determination. get you to that. If you can get through 2 years, you will get through 3 years. 3 years is on the cards then. 3 years sees that money go to 45 to 50,000 rand a month, 600,000 rand a year. 3 years from now. If you can get through year 3, you can get through year 4. That takes you to 60 to 65,000 rand a month, 720,000 rand a year. And if you can do half a decade with us, if you formed that habit and worked your way through, 5 years from now, we believe that quite conservatively and reasonably, you can expect to be somewhere around 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's R1 million a year. You're now part of the top 0.5% of earners in South Africa. There are, we saw the SARS statistics end of last year. I think they said there's 36,000 South Africans earning R1 million. There's 51 million South Africans, okay? Only 36,000 earn R1 million or more. You now become 36,001 in the country at R1 million a year. If you take that million to 5 million, you're now part of the top 5,000 in the country. Okay, if you can get to 5 million. And if you can get above 7 million, you're part of the top 100 in the country. All right. Now, this is 5 years. If you can get to 105, how long to get to, what would be 5 million? About 300,000. Maybe another 5 years? And you're now part of the top 5,000 in the country? What about 15 years with us? You could be in the top 100 in the country. But that's 15 years. This is 5 years. And I get a lot of people, the majority of people say it takes too long at DuePoint. I can't. It doesn't happen on the day of the presentation. It happens 5 months in. 5 months in, they come, Brendan, I'm on 1,800 rand a month. I can't. This is going to take forever. And I go, but that's exactly right. You should be on 1,800 at 5 months, because at 6 months you'll be on 2.5, and at a year you'll be on 9. You can't quit after 5 months. And they go, no, it's too long. Then I say to them, how long have you been going to your job for? How long? No, I've been at my job for the last 15 years. You've been at your job for 15 years? And you're going back tomorrow. Have you complained to your boss yet that you can't anymore? It's too long. I can't anymore. It's taking too long. I'm still only on 10,000 rand or 8,000 rand. Why are we happy to go back to our dead-end job every day? I say it's dead-end because you have no control. You can't increase the earnings. But 5 months in, you're going to come and tell whoever brought you here today, watch, 5 months ago, 3 months, oh, Patrick, I can't anymore. It's taking so long. It's taking so long. Folks, 5 years is nothing when you compare it to how long you've been going to work for. Nothing. And I'm not forcing you to be here every day. You don't have to come here at 8 in the morning and leave at 5. You can do it any hour of the day you like. Slowly, slowly, chipping away with this tool. 5 years from now, you don't know yourself. But if you quit after 5 months, well, 5 years from now, nothing will have changed. It's all up to you. Other people say, Brendan, this is just maths. Nobody earns this. It's all nonsense. I appreciate that argument. So we like to look at it with people on the ground using the tool. Not the Naught Plus Naught Club. I can't show you that. I can only show you the guys that have picked up the tool and have started using it. Last night, Tell All Tuesday, which I've been talking about, was one of the nights we do every month where we get a handful of people from around the country who are using the tool. Not all the high flyers. Some are earning a little bit. Some are taking forever to get there. But we put them all on stage and we show you how people are using this tool. So here's last night's guys. They're going to be up for the next month. First was Mike and Vilna. They joined us 2 years ago. 2 years ago, all right? And they have slowly chipped away. They run a full-time business. Mike often talks to me about how many hours his business sucks up of his time and how he wishes he could convert that into hours at DuePoint. He's working towards it, though. And over 2 years, he's built himself a channel that's worth 100,000 rand a year. 2 years, he's got an extra 100,000. That sounds like a great holiday and Christmas every year. Do you think you could book a decent holiday for 100,000 rand? Do you think you could squeeze it in to 100,000 rand? Every year. Every year, remember, this is recurring income. Every year. And now every month, his channel is worth 9,700 bucks. 9,700 bucks. He's still running his business and getting his income from there, but that's just middle of the month, extra 9,000 rand. Middle of the month, extra 9,000 rand. How does that impact you? We know 10 grand. Imagine if we could get every South African an extra 10,000 rand a month. How different would our economy be? Okay? How different would it be? Here we go. It's taken 2 years? Absolutely. He's going at half the speed that I suggested. So he's part of the 1+1 club. But he's chipping away at it, and Vilna's chipping away at it, and they're slowly getting there. They're already ranked 5 in our XP Rewards program, which I'm going to talk about later. Fantastic. Great. Then we got Sibongile. Okay, she comes from Tembisa, but in fact, she's Newcastle. Her team is down in Newcastle. Shout out to the Newcastle team. She's got big, big teams down there in Newcastle. Hey, growing this up, joined us a year ago, and in a year, she's built an income or a channel worth $12,700. And remember I said that after a year, you should be on 9,000 to 10,000 rand. She's on 12,000 to 13,000 rand. A little ahead of the curve. A little ahead of the curve. This lady is a koko. Now, if she can do that, there's no reason why any of you can't. Do you see that? I love it. Last night she had such a powerful testimony. You can go to the YouTube video, and it's up already, and go and watch her testimony. She blew everyone away with her attitude, her focus, and her plan. And a year down, she's 13,000 rand up. Okay? Absolutely incredible what you can do. And then we've got Rena and Malcolm over here. Rank 9s in our program. Joined us 2 years ago. Currently on 28,000 rand. We called it the pensioners' night last night. We all had all the old folk up. You can go and see the younger folk testimonies on YouTube. But last night we had them 2 years, 28,000 rand. What did I say after 2 years? 27 to 30,000 rand. Wham presto. Okay? It can be done. It can be done. Absolutely awesome. Putting her head down, working hard. She's a nurse. She still works full-time as a nurse. Okay, and you know the hours are crazy as a nurse. And has built 2 years of consistent and persistent effort, guys. Not 5 minutes. 2 years. 28,000 buck channel. But look at how it progressed. I mean, in her first 6 months, she was 8 grand. 6 months in, she was an 8 grand. A year later, 15. Half a year later, 9 months later, 28. So it's not like she's had nothing, and now she's on 28. It's grown and grown with it. And so now she's spending more time focused on it because it's becoming a life-changing income for her. As I said, you can go to our YouTube channel. You'll find all the testimonies. Some guys are earning $700 a month, 3,000, 8,000, some 70,000 rand a month and above. You'll find all of them up there, and they're just a sample of those that are earning at DuePoint, because we can only bring so many people on stage every month to tell their stories. Go and look. You'll find them all there, and you'll see how people are using our returns program at DuePoint. And then, folks, the second way you earn is through our XP Rewards program. So our XP Rewards program, folks, is our training program. This is how we teach you about the industry, about building channels, about our products. Every part of our business is taught to you through our XP Rewards program. And as you complete the steps in our program, we reward you with experience points, XP points. Okay, they're not worth anything. Don't let Facebook tell you they're worth rands and cents. We've seen some funny stuff out there. They're not worth anything. They're simply a measure of how experienced and mature you are in our system. But as you gain experience, okay, and your channel naturally grows through the process, and you meet the 2 criteria in our XP Rewards program, we rank you up. We rank you. You can't be beginners forever. You will progress through our training program, and as you do, we start to reward you. In the beginning, it's just a little bit of cash. You can get these first few in the first few minutes. In fact, you can probably get this one today. 4 people and 1,000 XP. You'll see later on, you take a profile pic, you get 1,000 XP. No, you just got to find 4 people. You rank 1. You get this pretty quickly. But as you get a bit more serious and mature in our system, well, the cash starts getting a little bit more serious and a little bit more mature. Then from about rank 5, we start to reward you with tools. At rank 5, you get a lightning memory stick from the US, plugs into every single electronic device, filled with our downloads, presentations, tools, testimonies. It means that anywhere you are, anytime, you are connected with DuePoint, and you can be plugging people into the DuePoint system. At rank 7, we give you a set of imported business cards worth 12,500 rand. We custom make them for you. It takes 6 weeks. They're gold gilded, they're gold printed, and they're on custom paper. When people see these cards, it will blow their minds. It always does. You can see a set in our glass cabinets. Take your sunglasses with you, and you can go and take a look at what a 12,500 rand gold-gilded set of business cards look like. You can run around, chat to some of the folk that are here today. They'll let you see their cards. They won't let you touch them. But you can see what a card. Each one of those cards is almost $1,000. Absolutely, not $1,000, sorry. Each one is actually about 150 rand. There's 800 of these cards you get for 12,500 rand. Absolutely amazing. We give that set to you. I think there's a nice picture. You can see all the 800 stacked up there. It's like gold ingots that you get, and that's what you get at rank 7. Okay, and then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us once you've achieved it, you've achieved rank 9 status. Every year that you maintain it with us, we take you and your family away on an all-expenses-paid 5-star business class holiday. You don't pay in for airport taxes or transfers to the airport. You don't qualify, and then we tell you you have to buy the ticket, the air ticket. And when we take you, the mini bar is included. and the drinks by the pool are included. You don't tip anyone, that's included. You leave your credit cards and wallets at home. That's what we do. This is not one of those things. This is how DuePoint is just not one of the things that have come in the past. It's completely different. You have to maintain your channel size. You shouldn't get too excited because you rank north, this is rank 9, but maybe one day you'll get there if you persevere. Okay. We go away every year. Every year we go away. We're going away in December this year, so you've picked a good time to come through. You've got an entire year ahead of you to get to rank 9. But like I said earlier, if you don't make rank 9 this year, it's not a problem. This is not a business where you start from 0 again every January. It is an accumulating system. So whatever you build this year is your starting point in January next year. So you don't lose momentum. You don't get to September and go, I'll give up, I'm never going to make it. No, you go, look, I might not make this December, but I'm going to keep pushing because I can get September, October, November, December. Now I'm ready for January 2019. Boom, you crash into 2019, you go rank 9 in 2019. You see, the system works for you. So we give 2 guarantees at DuePoint. The first guarantee is everybody who perseveres, does not quit, stays on the job, built, will go rank 9. Even if you put 10 people in a year, after 50 years, you'll be rank 9. It's a guarantee you will go rank 9 if you persevere. And our second guarantee is that if you quit at any stage, you'll never go rank 9. Those are the 2 guarantees. If you go rank 9, this is where we take you away to.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand on at the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
It seems like it's a bit of all right, doesn't it? Hey, not exactly the caravan park that we take you to. Sure, it's hard work to get to rank 9. This business is hard work. And don't let anybody tell you this is going to be easy work. They're lying. The connection of people to DuePoint will take time and effort. But if you do, the rewards are there. The rewards are there. And those who put the time in will benefit. So whether you join us or not, that'll be your decision. You're going to have to make that decision every morning going forward as you pick up this tool and use it with us. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It is not financed through us. We don't rent it to you. We don't brand it, and we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. And we hope and believe that you will be able to use it to build your freedom here at DuePoint. As part of our training program, every month we run our Wealth Quests. Our Wealth Quests are small, bite-sized training chunks that everyone can do of any rank to try and build sustainable and solid foundations in their channels. This month, we have a particularly good, well, I say good, exciting Wealth Quest we're running for January. It is designed to help you guys get out of the financial hole you're in after December's Christmas. And what it says is that this month, if you can put 20 wealth engineers on your first point and have them all paid by the end of January, there'll be an extra 10,000 Rand in your returns and rewards this month. Every month the reward is different, and every month the quest is different. Some months it's iPads, cell phones, smart TVs, data, Wi-Fi routers, all the things you're going to need in this business are in there. But this particular month, because we know you need it, there's an extra 10,000 Rand. You've got to get 20 people in, and they've got to be all paid by the end of January, and they can do it. There are 6 or 7 days left. It's a week. We've had people do more in a week before. It's about determination, setting your mind to it. But those of you who have been going for it, week to go, let's make sure it happens now. Folks, people ask me, where do we get the money for this? Well, it's a simple enough question. In the traditional banking and insurance space, how do we connect you to us? Through advertising. We spend hundreds of millions on advertising in every form you can think of every single month, just to get you to respond and connect with us. Now, at Due, how do we price that? We price that into your product payments. Every month you pay your banking fees, you pay your funeral cover, you pay your car insurance. 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing. We've just added it to the price, and every month you're paying for next month's marketing. Now, at DuePoint, we do exactly the same thing, but the only difference is we do no advertising. That's probably why you've never heard of us before, because we use you to connect people to us. We don't run billboards and TV adverts. We use you. And as a result, that whole flow of funds that would have gone towards SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, it's not there anymore. It's now redirected to you and your channel. That's simply how we run the funding here at DuePoint. All right. Now, having built channels of distribution for us, we come along as DuePoint and we facilitate the purchase of 3 products in those channels you've built for us. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It currently costs 299 Rand a month, but from the 1st of February, it's going to go to 324 Rand unless you've purchased your product this month. Because if you purchase your product this month, the increase in price will only occur on the anniversary of your purchase, which is January 2019. So it's a good month. You made it by 1 week in on the old prices to take our products. Now, the Access Wealth Plan at 299 Rand a month currently gives you 2 independent products. The first one is a tax-free investment account. That is yours. It's not a savings account. It's an investment account. We get you invested in the stock exchange. We take 100 Rand of your 299, we put it in that investment account, and it gets invested. Now, there is no notice period or restriction periods or penalties on this investment account, which means that at any time you can withdraw your money from the account. So we often say that this product actually only costs you 199 Rand because the other 100 is yours. For the 199, you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover with us here at Concentra. So if you die from an accident, your beneficiaries will get the investment value plus 110,000 Rand. Now, folks, our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's currently 274 Rand. From the 1st of February, it's 299 Rand. So, again, a good week to have joined us here at DuePoint. 274 gives you 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1.1 million Rands. Now, folks, none of our products at DuePoint cover death via illness or natural causes because it conflicts with our primary objective. Do you remember right at the beginning I said to you I was going to test you on what is the reason why DuePoint exists? It exists to create income in the hands of individuals. If we add illness or natural causes death to any of our policies, everyone you bring to DuePoint, I now need to risk assess. What pre-existing conditions have you got? How old are you? Where do you live? What job do you have? And it means I'm going to give a different price to everyone. More than half will be outpriced and will not be willing to come to DuePoint. Now, in the current situation with our products, every single person you bring to DuePoint will always get the same price, and no matter their circumstances, can be a member of your channel and build your income. The third product that we have, currently, it's our Wealth Points Buyers Club, and it currently costs 274 Rand a month. From the 1st of February, it's 299. As a member of our Wealth Points Buyers Club, You get access to all of our suppliers as a 70-year-old insurance company. We go to suppliers all the time and we negotiate the best prices, rates, discounts, packages. We get specific account managers that work on us. For $274 a month, you get access to the whole lot. You don't have to do anything fancy like go to the gym or drink the coffee or whatever to get points to get access. No, you pay your $274 a month and you get access to the entire portfolio of our suppliers. It can completely change the way you spend your money. Now, folks, I want to encourage you again. If you have not already done so, I want you to go to our YouTube channel and watch our product training video. There's a video that tells you everything about every one of our products. You can watch it in 3 short chunks. We've chopped it up by product, or you can watch the whole presentation in one go if you'd like. Please go and do that. You will understand the incredible value of our products and every detail of them through that training. So that's DuePoint. Top to bottom. Today's a decision for you to make about how you're going to change the way you create income in the future. Do you want to get back in control of your income? Well then, we believe that this tool is a solution for you. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, super simple. Go to our website, DuePoint.net, click on the apply button, fill out the form, no money having parted from your hands today, and you are a wealth engineer and can immediately start growing your channel with us. Get the tools if you're serious. Go to our information counter afterwards or order them at info@DuePoint.net and pick up our USB stick with a presentation on it, 170 Rand. Get the backup battery so that your phone never dies while someone's filling out their application form. Get our business cards. We can get you a custom set 500 cards for 645 Rand. These cards, if you printed them by yourself, will cost you 5 grand. High spec, high quality cards we can have custom made for 645 Rand for you. You can get serious about this business. We got lots of other things. Rob always says if you see someone with this pin, you should be asking them questions because they're making money. If they don't have a pin, you're asking someone from the Naught Plus Naught Club. Okay, so go look for the pin. All of these things you can purchase at our counter. If you rank 1 and above, make sure you've got your pin so that you can be proud of how you've progressed in our system. Folks, download our app and subscribe to our YouTube channel. They're both free to do so, and they both keep you in touch with this business on a 24-hour basis. Our app actually links you into your channel second by second. You can watch what's going on in your channel. Once you've got the app on your phone or tablet, click your name in the top left-hand corner. Your portfolio will come up. Click the picture button at the top there. Take a head and neck shoulder, not kids, daughters, sons, garden. Just head and neck photo, and once you've taken your portfolio picture, you've got that 1000 XP. Remember what I said for rank 1? You need 1000 XP and 4 people. That's the 1000 XP ticked off by simply taking a photo. Someone asked me last night, do I get 1000 XP every time I change my profile picture? No, you don't. Just the first time you put a picture up, you'll get your 1000 XP. So make sure that you do that before you leave. Now, folks, I want you to know a couple of don'ts in the system. I want you to rush out and do the wrong thing now. First of all, I don't want you to become a wealth engineer if you can't afford to. There are costs involved in this process. Data, everything is online at DuePoint. Transport, you're going to be moving around connecting people. There are naturally costs in this business. If it's going to make your circumstances worse than they are, don't do it. If you do not have access to the internet and don't know how smartphones and computers work, then this business is not for you because the entire business is online. There are no paper application forms. All your training is in video format. You've got to know how to use a computer and have the right equipment. And then don't become a wealth engineer, folks, if you struggle with transport. If you're always reliant on someone else to move you around, you're going to struggle to connect people. As long as you have access to public transport or your own car, you can move. But if you don't have access to those, then you're not going to be able to grow. Picking the right people for your channel, you should put them through these 3 filters as well. As you go out now as wealth engineers, ask yourself that question before you put them in your channel because they won't be able to grow it if you put the wrong people in. Folks, if you do become a wealth engineer, the number one thing I don't want you doing is filling out the application form on behalf of somebody else. It is a criminal offense. That application is a contract with us. You sign, you agree to terms and conditions about being a wealth engineer. You agree to the terms and conditions of the products, and you give me permission to debit your bank account. You cannot sign that on behalf of somebody else. Please don't do that. And then don't add any family members to your channel if they are direct family members. The rule is if they live in the same house as you, you have to kick them out before they can be part of your channel. Grannies, aunties, uncles, cousins, twice removed, if they're in the same house as you, they cannot be in your channel. Talk to your lead wealth engineer or our client service team if you want more details on that. Husbands and wives work together in one channel. And then, folks, I have relieved you from the burden of advertising. You never, ever need to advertise DuePoint. You can use your personal Facebook page to engage with people about DuePoint. I can tell you our top wealth engineers, they don't ever even mention DuePoint. They'll simply post a picture of them receiving a reward or on holiday with us in Mauritius or whatever, and they get 1,000 times more response than people who just slam their Facebook pages with DuePoint. You're not allowed to advertise our products, so don't set up any DuePoint pages or web pages or adverts anywhere. Just use your personal social media to engage with people. And then, folks, don't send people to head office or to presentations without being there with them. Take responsibility for your people. We don't look after the guests. Our job is to facilitate. Your job is to connect. Make sure you're always responsible for the people you bring to DuePoint, wherever that may be. On the 10th of February is our second birthday as a division of Constantia, and we are celebrating in a huge, huge way. We're going to such an incredible venue, and it is going to be an incredible evening. It is for rank 4s and above. To get to rank 4, relatively simple. Rank 4s and above, you can purchase your tickets now. Please get them before they run out. There's literally a handful left. I think that Jane managed to get another table set up for us, crammed in a corner somewhere. So I think there's about 8 tickets, I think she said, that we got left now. So if you're rank 4 and above and you want to bring your guest and above, remember as a rank 4 you can bring one guest as long as they're a wealth engineer and their partner. Please buy your tickets before it's too late. We're going to have lots of unhappy people. It's going to be an amazing evening. If you want to join us, get to rank 4 and you can join us at our Converge conference on the 10th of February this year. I think you can see that we're quite serious about what we're doing here. In fact, we're very serious. We have been working incredibly hard over the last 3 years with the DuePoint system. We believe we are completely unique in the South African context, and we believe that we're going to be part of the economic solution in South Africa. We want you to be part of that with us. If you've got questions and concerns, ask them. Ask the people who brought you, ask my staff or myself. Make sure you don't leave here today or wherever you are around the country without this tool in your hands. Pick it up and start changing, building a different kind of future for yourself. That's what we want from South Africans with the DuePoint system. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in today.